here's one I wrote on Wake Up America. Wake up America, your house is on fire. Fundamentalists are getting all they desire. A government heading in a right-wing direction, while among the Democrats, a sorry defection. Afraid of being accused of treason, they oppose Bush, although with good reason. So the government is run by CEOs whose secret agenda they refuse to disclose. The Patriot Act, to make you secure, was passed, but all it did was ensure that civil liberties went down the drain. Now Patriot 2 sings the same refrain. To be more secure, you may have to be more controlled, i.e. less free. More power to the feds and the CIA, fewer civil rights each day. And now a new and bigger threat, in fact the scariest prospect yet, voting machines bought and sold and by Republicans solely controlled, installed across the USA with citizens having nothing to say about how the votes are counted or polled. Just the results will the public be told. When the voting process is protected from screening, the right to vote loses all meaning. So wake up, America. If you want to stay free, you'll have to fight for your liberty.
Well, that was pretty recent.
That's when they were really talking about having a national, voting machines like that. Well, here's a smart aleck one. They ask what makes a man decide to steal. Shall I tell them what I really feel? The answer has to do with right and wrong, not who is right, but who has the right to do wrong. They laud the man who steals in ways that are approved, shady contracts and business deals from all restraints removed, and never seem to notice or compare the self-same leap for the jugular, minus the savoir-faire, between the man who picks your pocket on the bus and the smart businessman who could be one of us.
Are you inferring that there are different rules for different people?
What?
Are you inferring that there are different rules for different people?
Oh my goodness, how could you say such a thing? If you're getting hungry, we can eat in 15 minutes.
All right, that sounds like a plan. Did you ever read F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Ever read what?
F. Scott Fitzgerald. F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Oh yes, yes.
Not poetry, but
Yeah, yeah.
He made a living out of skewering the rich and how the rich were not like you and me and how different they were. The irony was he very much envied them and very much wanted to be in their place. But because he couldn't be in their place or accepted by them, he wrote scathingly about the wealthy and how they have different rules and how they're able to get away with all sorts of stuff that you and I couldn't get away with. That you reminded me of that with the last poem you read about it's robbery when the little guy does it, but when the big guy does it, he's smart.
Ah, 'tis true, 'tis true. I remember reading a book years ago called Sweeten the Middle Way. And the middle way was something between capitalism and fascism. Well, capitalism and socialism, I should say. And it intrigued me so much that I decided someday when I'm doing traveling, I have to go to Sweden and find out how this thing really works. And I did, and it left me with a lot of admiration for their type of what they call a blended economy, which is partly capitalistic and partly socialistic, with a lot to recommend it. However, Sweden's a very, 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 very small country compared with the United States.
Caleb will tell you right now exactly what the population of Sweden is.
If I recall correctly, it has a population between 9 and 10 million. Is that correct?
9.4 million. That is correct.
What's your interest in Sweden?
No, we just looked it up. That's how we knew that. We did. No, that's why I said what I said, is that we just looked it up the other day. Because what you alluded to is correct. You can do a lot more with a country of 9 million than you can
Of
with a
course.
country of 300
Of course.
million.
And how a system works when you're dealing with 9 million is so different from how it works with a 250 million or
No,
whatever.
we're not 250. We're about 320 right now.
Okay.
Well, the other thing too that people have to decide, and it's a tough one, because there's a part of me which is very attracted to the Swedish model, but there's another part of me which wonders if it's not that I'm attracted to it because it's easy.
Because what?
Because it's easy.
Yeah.
And that is, do you, not you, Eleanor, but does a country, speaking in theory, want to be a country in which you pay far less taxes, but you're a lot more on your own? Or do you want to be a country where you agree to pay anywhere from 60 to 80% of your income, but where womb to tomb you're basically taken care of, and you know that you're not going to have to worry about the cost of college, you're not going to have to worry about the cost of health care? And,
Yeah.
and the one part of me finds that very attractive. It's like going into the military. I think some people are drawn to the military, and even, dare I say it, the priesthood, because they know that everything's going to be taken care of in life, as long as they're there under the cocoon of the priesthood or military. You don't have to worry about your meals, you don't have to worry about the cost of rent, you don't have to worry about doctor bills. That's all taken care of. And so there's something very attractive about that. And it's very attractive to me, as one who's not an entrepreneur at heart, and as one who, as I've mentioned, is fearful of the future. That sounds very attractive. Yeah, I'll give you most of what I have, and in return, I'm not going to have to worry about anything. But there's another part of me which says, but you know what? That can be a cop-out. That can be an escape mechanism. So I think there's a dialectic there. There's kind of a